In the final decades of the 20th century, amid an escalating Cold War, humanity's superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, race to dominate space. Both are on the brink of launching manned spaceflights that would establish supremacy beyond Earth. The world holds its breath in anticipation of mankind's first venture into the stars. But just as the United States is preparing for its historic launch, colossal alien spaceships appear without warning above every major city on Earth. The arrival is silent and awe-inspiring, yet deeply terrifying. Their presence instantly halts all human affairs, military operations, and national rivalries. The aliens address the planet in a calm, emotionless broadcast. They introduce themselves as the overlords and declare that they are assuming supervision over Earth to prevent mankind from destroying itself. They promise peace, stability, and the eradication of suffering. But there's a condition: they will not reveal their appearance, nor will they allow humans to know the details of their mission for 50 years. Despite the mystery, the sheer demonstration of their power and omnipresence leaves humanity with no option but to accept their authority. To manage relations between the overlords and humanity, the United Nations is chosen as the central authority, and Secretary General Ricky Stormgren becomes the designated liaison to the overlords. He alone is granted direct communication with Corellin, the supervisor for Earth. Their meetings are frequent and respectful, conducted through highly advanced audiovisual systems. Yet Corellin always remains hidden behind a barrier of light and sound, a protective veil that prevents any human from seeing what he looks like. This fuels speculation around the globe. Over time, Stormgren comes to appreciate Corellin's wisdom and empathy. He realizes that the overlords are far more than distant monitors. They are intelligent and thoughtful beings with a deep understanding of human nature. But even as trust grows, Stormgren cannot shake his desire to know who and what the overlords truly are. Why the secrecy? What do they have to hide? And why will they only show themselves in 50 years, not sooner? One day, Stormgren is abducted by a group known as the Freedom League, who believe that human dignity is being sacrificed under overlord control. They view Stormgren as a collaborator and demand that he turn against Corellin or force the aliens to reveal themselves. He is taken to a hidden underground location where he is interrogated, but Stormgren remains calm and collected. Unbeknownst to his captors, he carries a secret device given to him by Corellin. With a simple touch, Stormgren activates the device and transmits his location. Within minutes, the overlords intervene and rescue him with almost effortless precision. The radical group is left powerless, their hideout breached by a force they cannot comprehend. For Stormgren, the event is more than a rescue. It is a chilling reminder of the overlord's omnipotence. They are not just powerful observers, they are capable of instant and total control. As his tenure as Secretary General nears its end, Stormgren prepares for one final meeting with Corellin. He is consumed by the mystery of the overlord's appearance and plans to uncover the truth. He conceals a clever optical device designed to bypass Corellin's protective light barrier, giving him a fleeting chance to glimpse the alien's supervisor directly. During the meeting, he uses the device and sees Corellin in the flesh. What he witnesses is shocking and unsettling, though the reader is not yet told what that form is. The image sears itself into Stormgren's memory, changing his perception forever. Yet he chooses not to share what he has seen with the public. Perhaps out of respect, or perhaps because he knows humanity is not ready. Stormgren retires, carrying the knowledge with him into quiet obscurity. Decades pass. The Earth enters what comes to be known as the Golden Age. The overlords keep their promise. Wars cease, poverty ends, disease is nearly eradicated, and global inequality fades. Technological progress soars under the aliens' subtle guidance. With crime nearly non-existent and international tensions dissolved, people enjoy leisure and security in ways previously unimaginable. Humanity is prosperous, comfortable, and, for the first time, unified. But as the decades unfold, another pattern emerges. Creativity declines. Scientific discovery slows. Religion wanes. Humanity is no longer reaching for the stars or pushing its limits. Without adversity, ambition fades. Without struggle, growth halts. The human race is content, but stagnant. The arts become nostalgic, the sciences plateau. There is a sense that something essential to humanity's spirit is being gently dulled by the overlord's paternal protection. At the end of the promised 50 years, Corellin makes a global announcement. The overlords will now reveal themselves to the world. Giant ships land, and the alien beings step forth. The sight sends shockwaves through the population. Corellin and his kind resemble ancient depictions of demons: leathery wings, barbed tails, cloven hooves, and towering horns. Though they bring no violence, their appearance evokes fear, awe, and deeply buried archetypes from religious mythologies. Some humans recoil, forming religious cults that preach resistance, claiming that the overlords are satanic deceivers. Others feel betrayed, questioning whether such beings could be trusted. But most accept the truth. The overlords have only ever brought peace, not harm. The disturbing resemblance to demons is eventually rationalized or forgotten by the majority, as life under their guidance continues peacefully. Corellin begins to share more of the overlord's true nature. They are not divine beings, nor conquerors, but agents of a cosmic intelligence known as the Overmind. The Overmind is a transcendent force that governs evolution across the universe. The overlords themselves are powerful but cannot evolve further. They serve as midwives, guiding younger species, like humanity, toward their final stage of existence. As part of this mission, the overlords impose one immutable rule: no space exploration. Humans are not permitted to leave Earth or colonize the stars. It is not punishment, but preparation. Earth's destiny lies not outward, but inward, toward transformation and integration with the Overmind. Most of humanity accepts this, though some feel a great loss in the silence of the stars. Jan Rodricks, a brilliant young physicist, refuses to accept the restriction. Driven by curiosity and a desire to understand the overlord's home and purpose, he devises a plan to smuggle himself aboard one of their supply ships. He injects himself with a compound that will put him into suspended animation, allowing him to survive the long journey through space. The plan succeeds. Jan boards the ship unseen and begins a voyage to the overlord's planet, knowing that when he returns to Earth, many years will have passed. He sacrifices his life as he knew it, his family, his future, his species, for the sake of knowledge. Meanwhile, back on Earth, something strange begins to happen to the children. New generations are born with inexplicable mental powers: telepathy, precognition, and a form of shared awareness. These children grow increasingly detached from their parents, bonding only with each other in mysterious, silent ways. In remote communes and colonies like New Athens, founded to preserve traditional human culture, parents are heartbroken as their children drift away emotionally and intellectually. The overlords observe but do not intervene. Then Corellin announces the truth. This is the next step in human evolution. The children are not mutants, they are becoming something else entirely. As time passes, the transformation accelerates. The children become less human in behavior. They no longer speak aloud. They barely eat. Their eyes take on a distant, glowing look. They begin to move and think as one. Parents, powerless to understand or stop it, are left behind. Many in New Athens despair. Some take their own lives, unwilling to witness the extinction of humanity as they knew it. The overlords continue to guide and protect the children, knowing that the moment of transcendence is near. They cannot follow the children, nor can they evolve themselves. They are midwives, unable to bear children of their own kind, destined only to witness the birth of something greater. After more than 80 years, Jan Rodricks returns to Earth aboard an overlord vessel. But the planet he finds is not the one he left. Humanity is gone, absorbed into something new. Only the children remain, silent, radiant beings, unified in thought, no longer individuals. Jan is the last human. Jan observes them from a distance, deeply moved and saddened. He begins to record everything he sees, writing a final account of Earth and the conclusion of mankind's story. His reports are sent to the overlords, who record and preserve his observations with solemn reverence. At last, the Overmind arrives, drawn by the children's readiness. In an act of silent, overwhelming grace, it absorbs them fully. The Earth itself begins to dissolve as its purpose is fulfilled. There is no violence, just a sublime unraveling, a transformation into energy, thought, and cosmic union. Jan watches from space as Earth vanishes. He dies shortly afterward, the final echo of the human race. The overlords, who can never join the Overmind, bear witness from their ship. They mourn silently, recording the end of humanity and the success of their mission. Then, with nothing more to offer or observe, they leave Earth's place in the stars, returning to their own world, alone, unchanged, and forever on the outside of evolution's ultimate truth.